decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
Nation. I'm Anthony Brown, here to bring you this matchup between the bricks on a lovely Wednesday afternoon. It's pretty outside, and it's a pretty day for some women's lacrosse as your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears play their second matchup of the season against the Belmont Abbey Crusaders, looking to move to 2-0. Last time we saw these Bears between the bricks, they got a hard-fought 12-10 win over Montevallo. Alyssa Sack led the way, and there was a lot of other Bears that were involved. But it's a pretty day out here. We're all fired up and ready for it. Teams are going through stick checks right now, and we'll be back just after this to bring the starting lineups. Teams get ready for the stick checks, and if you're not hype, I don't know what else can get you hype. It's a beautiful day out here between the bricks. Bears, last time out here, complete team effort, looking for second straight victory on the season, but this time they get a tough matchup on the Crusaders' behalf. It's a team that comes in fairly young, fairly old, good mixture, but let's get to the starting lineup. Number 2, Sarah Safer. Number 7, Alyssa Pearson. Number 18, Mackenzie Katarabic. Number 3, Kelly Eastman. Number 15, Molly Erdhart. Number 20, Marissa Lady. Number 22, Michelle Guppy. Number 32, Riley Deandra. Number 33, Christina Faboriso. Number 35, Kate Roberts. Number 36, Jen Smith. And in goal, or not in goal, number 25, Maggie Stockings. The goalie for the Crusaders will be number 22, Michelle Guppy. Now, for the Bears. A lot of names you expect to hear throughout the day for the Bears. But we're going to start with number 1, Isabel Dunham. Number 2, Kylie Yurchak. Number 5, Cassie Laffler. Number 7, and in goal, Tiana Sieben. Number 12, Kathleen Gaffney. Number 13, Ely Campbell. Number 16, Caitlin Lehman. Number 17, Michelle Tang. Number 20, Alyssa Sack. Number 22, Caitlin Kavanaugh. Number 31, Liz Black. And last but not least, number 42, Frances Williams. As you see the Bears running through their tunnel and getting ready for the start of this game, just keep in mind there's going to be a lot of names said today, a lot involved three players with 3 or more goals in the first matchup. Alyssa Sack led the way with 4. Caitlin Kavanaugh, she had 3 and 2 assists. Frances Williams, she had a big first half last time out, 3 goals herself. And Kat Gaffney, leading assister in career history, in the history of the Bears. She also had an assist and a goal as well. Very, very deep team. When you talk with Coach Buck about them, if you asked her about a player that stands out, she'll give you about 8 to 10. She just can't make up her mind because there's a lot of athletes on this team that are going to be involved. They're going to use the bench. They have a good amount of seniors that they're glad to have back, but they have some freshmen and sophomores that have made a difference so far for this team. Early on in the year, they put up 5 goals in the second half of that matchup last time out to earn a tough win. And now both teams have been announced with their starting lineups. And before we get underway here, we're going to take a break and pause for the national anthem. And we're back. Teams getting their final word. Preparation has been done all week. Prepared for this. Both teams excited for this. For Belmont Abbey, this is the 3rd game of the season, 1-1. They're looking to get their 2nd straight victory after a road win, 18-11 against Young Harris. And the Bears trying to follow up that 12-10 victory with another one today. Expect some good lacrosse and getting ready for the opening draw. See the teams breaking it out. Last major note for the Bears. You only get 3 non-conference games this year in SAC play. So they're using their 2nd one now. And you'd love to go 3-0 in them, but they got some tough matchups. And taking advantage of seeing a new face that you're not used to seeing every year in conference. It's the Crusaders. They break their huddle one last time, and it's a pretty day out here. No need for sweaters and hoodies and everything. It's a great day to wear some shorts, get out here and watch a spectacular lacrosse game. We have fans in the building. First time this year. So happy to see people back and supporting the Bears. Taking advantage of an opportunity just to bring some noise. It's been a long time since we've been able to have fans in the building. Gotta love it. Looks like for the Bears, we'll do the opening draw. Will be Campbell. Big factor in the last matchup. It seemed like when they needed it, she was able to gain control of the draw for the Crusaders. It'll be Pearson. Both teams now getting set. 30 minutes on the clock. Ready for game 2 and couldn't complain. Both teams are set. And we're underway here. The draw is controlled by the Bears. They move quickly now, trying to set up. Going to see a lot of cutting on the outside. A lot of players trying to get involved. They're confident that about 5 to 6 players here can get a goal for them, so they're going to move it around until they get what they want. It's going to be a whole lot of movement from these Bears, and it can get pretty at times. Still working around on the outside now. Kavanaugh does a dance, gets inside, swings it back to Gaffney. That's what she wants. And just off the side is Tang. Beautiful setup play by the Bears right there. Gaffney hits sack. She's in the middle, and that's a goal. Wow. Bears off to a fast start here. Alyssa Sack picking up where she left off. 4 goals in the last game and gets the first one here today. So we're going to run a replay of that. You could just see the movement from the Bears working around, and Kat Gaffney adding to her total. Yeah, that's a familiar sound that I think we've gotten used to as the Bears. Gaffney to Sack. Puts the Bears ahead. Campbell again looking to do it again in the draw. Straight up in the air. It's going to bounce around. The ground ball is still being looked for. And Pearson scoops it up. Now let's see if the Crusaders have an answer here. So they bring it across. 16 goals in their first game, 18 goals in their second game. This is a team that's offensive. Are the Crusaders. They can get up and down and score with the best of them. If you're the Bears, you got to lock in on the defensive side. See a tough matchup right there. Corners turned right into the middle, and that one will be controlled by Sieben. Nice outing for her last time, as she got over the 150 mark for career saves. Junior out of Saskatchewan, Canada. Makes the nice long pass right there. And Lafleur brings it across, regains possession, and now we'll look to set the Bears up. If you're the Crusaders, you're going to have to watch Gaffney behind the net. She's extremely dangerous, can pick a team apart from back there. Williams with it up top. Bears just trying to find an angle, figure out where they can expose a gap. 35 seconds left on the possession clock. A little dump off. Trying to find an edge. See a sense of urgency now from the Bears. In the middle, Williams again finding the back of the net after a sweet pass from Gaffney. If you're the Bears, what a start. Frances Williams, she had 3 goals in the first half of the first game of the season. Senior out of Gulf Breeze, Florida. Gets her 4th goal of the season. And here's the replay brought to you by Southside Power and Fitness. And just another slick pass from Gaffney right into the middle. And Frances Williams takes care of the rest. 2-0 are the Bears now. Very important draw right here. Up And it's gathered by Campbell. Losing that long frame. Makes a pass up, but that one is turned over. And now Fabrizio gains possession for the Crusaders. Looking for an answer before this one could become an early hole. Nice play right there by Kavanaugh. And now she's off and running. A little fast break Lacrosse. Looking for an outlet. Finds Sack. Still a lot of space for the Bears if they want to attack now, but it looks like they're going to set up. Gaffney behind the goal. Already 2 assists today. Just patient are the Bears. In their first game, they had some clear nerves, but today, none of that. It's now Campbell turning the corner, trying to find a space to attack. Unable to find anything. Crusaders do a good job of shutting it down. A little slip right there, trying to find the pass. Unable to connect with Gaffney, but Campbell saves it. 25 on the possession clock. Crusaders trying to get out of trouble here, avoid a hole. Bears got to make something happen now. Move off the post. And possession will stay here. They'll reset the possession clock as well. So close to being 3-0 there. Kiss off the crossbar. And the Bears so patient early on in this game. They've gotten 3 really good looks. 2 of them have found the back of the net already. Williams, she has one. She's up top. Finds Gaffney on the inside. He takes contact. A little too much contact on that play. Gaffney already with 2 assists now in a prime position to score. '99 career assist for Kat Gaffney. Next one will be the big one. Break the century mark. Goes in and bounces it home. Just like that, the Bears are up 3-0. Blink of an eye. Just 5 minutes and 1 second into the game, and the Bears are up 3-0. Kat Gaffney's been involved in everything. 3 points on the day, 2 assists, 1 goal. And the goal is what has us at our score right now of 3-0. Leading up to this game, Coach Buck was extremely worried and dangerous about this kind of high-powered attack of the Crusaders' offense. Wondering if our girls would be ready to play after a long layoff, and they've come out hot. Another draw, but this time it is controlled by the Crusaders. But after possession is lost, Dunham trying to keep it. A little too much contact, and that'll stay with the Bears. Looking for an early sprint here. Really take control. Black finds Tang. Already up 3-0. The Bears looking dangerous here. Working it around. Gaffney, 2 assists, 1 goal. She's looking for another, and a good stick by the goalie. Sophomore goalie getting her stick in the way and disrupting what might have been another one for Kat Gaffney. And now the Bears gather it. Working it around. Going to be extremely patient here. It's worked so far. A little scissor action up top. And now Williams tries to work the drop-off. They haven't been clean with that one all day. It's the third time. All three times it's hit the ground. Just not as clean. Timing looks a little bit off on that play for the Bears. Crusaders now looking for something. Met with the wall. Guppy out far. Makes a long pass. And now Schaefer brings it across. And Crusaders, 60 seconds on the possession clock, looking for something. Team averaging 17 goals a game right now. 7 minutes into this one, and they have nothing. The Bears have done a good job of being prepared. A lot going on, and that'll be possession Bears again. Just not crisp passing by the Crusaders. Not a whole lot of pressure on that one by the Bears until the ball hit the ground, but a nice catch by Lafleur. Moves it ahead. And the Bears again looking to attack. It seems like it's been all LR early on in this one. Couple running free in the middle. Sack with it. And that one is actually blocked. Looked like a defender got in the way there. Is that Schaefer? All over the place. She scoops control, or she's still trying. It's on the ground. The ground ball finally picked up. And a push. But the senior, Schaefer, getting over and blocking that shot from Sack. I thought that was definitely going to be dunked home. Good job by the Crusaders getting out of trouble. And now looking for a chance to attack. Pass gets through. And Pearson working it around. You hear calls from the bench telling them to take care of it. Early on, hasn't been crisp with the passes. Looking for a big play. They set up. Eastman gets it into the middle, and that one is sent through. DeAndrea finally gets the Crusaders on the board. It's good action, good job by the Crusaders. Just made a big defensive play. Good defensive play, gaining possession, and then finally making some crisp passes, stringing a couple passes together, and they got what they wanted. An open look at the net right in the middle. Seaven unable to really do anything with that bouncer. That's a tough one to stop. 1-3. Almost about a little over 8.5 minutes into this one, and it's been a lot of action, not a lot of stoppage. Pearson and Campbell meet again. Draws bouncing around. And Pearson scoops it up, and she's off. Turning the corner. And just loses control. That was Eastman, but the Crusaders get it right back. Eastman tried to make a strong move right to the front of the cage and lost it. Now she works it around on the outside, trying to set up. She had an assist on that goal. Goal scorer, DeAndrea. Hands it off, but the Bear is very stout. Liz Black leading the way, and now a pass to the middle, but it's a lot of contact there on Dunham. Gives up the free position shot. And that one finds the back of the net. Crusaders now finding a little life. Emma Fearson, freshman out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Gonna get a replay of that one. 2-3 now is our score. Good job of the Crusaders here, gathering themselves after a rough start. And then just a nice bouncer right there. Saw last time out, Sieben had a little bit of trouble with some of the bouncing shots early on. In the second half, she locked in, which is what led her to getting her 150th career save. But right there, another bouncer just sliding through the cracks, and we are at 2-3. Good matchup going, and another important draw. Shot straight up in the air, and this time, Kavanaugh, she had it. Pearson again takes control, and Crusaders looking to tie it up here. Answer a 3-0 run with a 3-0 run of their own. And just like that, the momentum has shifted. Just calmly working it around. 60 seconds on the possession clock. Bears trying to stand strong in the middle. A lot of space now. Trying to turn the corner is Eastman. DeAndrea looking for something. Nothing there in the middle. Good defense by the Bears. Dunham picks up. 30 seconds left on this possession. Crusaders just keep trying to work it around. Can't find any space. They got to make something happen soon, though. The Bears just keep pushing them backwards. That one's loose. 10. A nice little spin right there. Dumped. Unable to get it. But I think we're going to call a crease violation. Give possession to the Bears, and they hold strong right there. Good defense by both sides early on. Steven with the long pass up the middle. And that one is chopped out from behind by DeAndrea. She's been extremely active so far. Good work up the middle. And the tides have turned now. The Bears early on, they were the ones always attacking, but now the Crusaders have the Bears on their heels, trying to even this one up. A wild pass there. I think it was the unforced errors that really helped the Bears get started. And they get one now as they try to push it across, and Tang with it. They got a 3-on-2. This is extremely dangerous. Tang, she gets it over to Kavanaugh, who fires it high. Missed opportunity for the Bears, but a great transition. They keep possession. You're not going to get too many looks better than that one. The Bears turn it right over. Good job by Michelle Guppy. Staring down a 3-on-2. Open attacker straight in her face, and she makes a miss and then scoops up the loose ball. And the Crusaders now again looking to attack, trying to take care of the ball. It's been some of the unforced turnovers that's been their Achilles heel early on. A lot of movement trying to confuse the Bears as to who's going where, who has what. A dump in up the middle and a big-time save. It's a great chance right there. It looked like for number 18. Turning the corner again, and another save. Sieben unable to get control of it, and the Bears are scrambling. They haven't given anything up. Catterbeck with 2 pretty looks right in front of the net, but unable to get either one to go through. And now the Crusaders again trying to find an open space, trying to find somewhere to get it. And a little too much contact set us up with another free position shot. Shot coming in, and that one is saved right off the mask. A lot of contact there, but Bears keep the lead. It's a big-time save off the face mask of Sieben. I don't know if she saw that shot, but the ball found her, and it didn't find the back of the net, which is what the Bears love. Still up 3-2 halfway through this first half. Dunham has that one knocked out by Eastman. Crusaders pick up possession, and they're going to look to attack again. It's been a while since the Bears have been able to be on the offensive end. They had their chance, and it got shut down. Since then, it's been all Crusaders. They're just trying to find a way to even this one up. The defense is held strong. Moving up top, Eastman. She gets through the middle, loses it. And that'll be a yellow card on Dunham. Again, and turnovers have been a problem early on for the Crusaders, 6 of them. In just 15 and a half minutes or so of action so far, 6 turnovers is something they want to correct, but a chance to erase all of it right here is Eastman. Sieben again, this time gets a piece of it, but not able to get enough as that one goes through, and we're tied 3-3. Kylie Eastman, another senior, making her presence felt. Replays on the way. So we see the goal that's got this one back level. Sieben just getting a little piece of it, but not able to get enough. So that one goes right through the wickets. Very strong game by both teams so far. But it's been all Crusaders late. It was Bears early. They got 3 goals. Pushed this one 3-0. And now 3-0 run by the Crusaders has us even. I think that is now Jen Smith going for the draw against Campbell. Very important one. This one's back to 3-3, and the Bears looking to gain possession. Get back on the offensive side where they had some success. It's bouncing around, and it's gathered, controlled, and going to be pushed forward. A Catterbeck. That's where this game has changed. It seems like Bears have just haven't been able to get any shots. Haven't been able to get on the offensive end. The Crusaders doing a very good job of controlling the draw. Now they work it around up top. .50 seconds left on the possession clock. Bears looking for a big-time clear right here. Pass into the middle. Met by Georgia Kennedy. Good defense by the Bears right there. And now they're off to the races, trying to get it back to their offensive side. Unable to clear it. That'd be a turnover back to the Crusaders. Have an edge to attack here. It's been all on the attacking end for the Crusaders after the first 5 or 6 minutes. They had to wake up, showed up a little late to the party. But since then, they've been on the attack, trying to take the lead here, swinging it around. Rebecca into the middle, looking for something, and she finds it. Wow, what a play right there. Strength and determination. Junior from Annapolis, Maryland. Just made a quick turn. Wasn't going to be stopped until she had her shot on goal. Now the Crusaders lead 4-3. And if you're the Bears, you desperately need to get back on the offensive end. Started out so fast, but 2 big defensive stops, one by Sarah Schaefer. I think that's the one that we're going to highlight the most, as the Bears now will call a timeout. We're going to take a short break here on the Bear Sports Network as they look to stop this 4-0 run on the Bear Sports Network.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
We're back here on the Bear Sports Network. Belmont Abbey entering a 3-0 run to start the game by the Bears with a 4-0 run of their own now. 12:33 left in this first half, and it started out quickly for the Bears. Goal from Alyssa Sack, and then Frances Williams and Kat Gaffney getting a goal, put them up 3-0. But since then, DeAndrea Fearson, Eastman, and Catterbeck for the Crusaders have taken the lead back and kind of waking them up. This is a Crusaders team that averages 17 goals a game in this early part of the season. I expected them to be awake and ready, but it took a second for them to get started. Now the Bears are looking for an answer. Kat Gaffney, 1 assist away from 100 in her career. Gotta want to win this draw and get it back to your offense. They were looking so good early on, but a big stop from senior Sarah Schaefer. No, she's not in goal. She just came across after a nice cut by the Bears and took one off the shoulder, saved a goal, and since then, the Bears have just not been able to get any offensive touches. Sometimes it takes a little defense to wake up your offense. The Bears looking for a big draw win right here. It's straight up into the air. It's going to bounce a little bit, and it's gathered. Now Pearson carrying it across, and the Crusaders continuing to attack. Defense hasn't been terrible for the Bears. They've got some saves. They've forced some mistakes. They just cannot get on the offensive foot right now. I'm looking for their defense to come through with a big-time stop. 4 different goal scorers, 7 different goal scorers in total in this game. 7 goals, 7 different goal scorers. And the Crusaders set up in position again. DeAndrea. She drives in and gets that one through. Her second goal of the game. 5-0 run for the Bears. It looks so great at the start, but they just have not been able to gain possession. And the Crusaders, the attack continues, as you see on this replay. Just a nice strong drive and a good job of waiting until the latest possible moment and then just sliding it right through. Roberts for the Crusaders, trying to get another draw. That's been where they've swung this matchup in their favor. Campbell, though, looking for some help. Draw control right now, 6-2 in favor of the Crusaders. That one is shot back. It's going to be a race for it. And again, the Crusaders get it. Pearson scoops it up. Very difficult game to play for the Bears. If you can't win the draw, you have to get stops. And the Crusaders are rolling right now, so you need a big-time save or a turnover or something. Stop the bleeding. And the Crusaders working it around, looking to keep attacking, grow this lead, extend this run even longer. Tough pass into the middle. It's not handled, but it's scooped up by a Crusader. Another one on the ground. Liz Black fighting for it. And she gains possession for the Bears. Now, let's see if they can turn this the right way. Black swings it around this even. She makes a move out of her goal, looking to make a pass. And Dunham with it, a long pass. Williams able to scoop it up. Nice little scoop right there. Up to Campbell, and now the Bears are in business. Pass through, and Gaffney collects it off a hop. Bears got to get back to what worked. Gaffney behind the net, always dangerous. Makes a move. Nobody's there. The Bears will reset it. 40 left on the possession clock. Good little play. Campbell gets through, and that one is swatted out. Somebody caught a little piece of the stick right there. Good play by the Crusaders, and now they're trying to run, get out and turning. A pass, and what a catch by DeAndrea. And now she's in on the goal. But that one will be saved. What a save right there. Sieben. See if that one can also get the Bears going. One-on-one, and this time she was ready for it. Now, Lafleur bringing it across. And the Bears look to set up. Kavanaugh with it behind the goal. No one available. Gaffney, tough pass into the middle. Kavanaugh, and there he is for the Bears. Finally, the run-stopping goal. Just when you needed it, the Bears finally get it. Caitlin Kavanaugh with the goal. Makes this one 5-4, and here's the replay. Just see, very patient, good stop, and just a low fine. Sharp shooter, 3 goals in the last matchup. That is her 4th of the season. Bears needed that one. After getting out 3-0, gave up 5 in a row before finally getting that one right there. And the big-time save in goal is what led to the break. DeAndrea had a clear shot. She's already got 2 goals on the day, was looking for her third, and was shut down. But now, number 17, Michelle Tang, steps in against Roberts in the draw. Bears trying to draw even. Almost get that one, but it's controlled by Catterbeck. Now the Crusaders set up 60 seconds on the possession clock. Bears looking for another big-time defensive stand. See some shadows creeping in. There's a lot of noise down there. A lot of action, too much contact. And that'll give a free position shot for the Crusaders. It's the 5th one on the day for them. Big chance and a big time save, but then it's gathered. DeAndrea, give her the hat trick. One save, couldn't control the rebound. DeAndrea picked it up. Dunked it home. We get a replay on that one. As you can see, good job by Steven to get down, but then the rebound just too quick. DeAndrea puts the Crusaders back up 2. It's been the story early on for these Bears. They've been close, but they just haven't been able to completely break through. Making some nice defensive plays, but couldn't control the rebound, and that led to a goal. Now Tang, senior, looking to win a draw here. Bears need one. It's been a while. They won the opening 2 draws, and since then, nothing. This one bounces around as the Bears attack in the midfield. A lot of contact. Crusaders finally gain possession, finally gain control. And DeAndrea again. She'll bring it across and set up the Crusaders now. A nice cut over the middle, and that's a goal. Catterbeck gets her 2nd goal of the day, and now the Crusaders are starting to really open up and show what they can do on the offense here. Crusaders goal scorer number 18, Mackenzie Catalwell, number 8, Lexi Bright. 9-2 on draw controls. That is what's killing the Bears. They won the very first 2 draws, and since then, they are looking for answers. Just put yourself behind the 8 ball when you can't control the draw. And that'll lead to Alyssa sack now. For the Bears, as they look for an answer, just somebody to stop Roberts. Who seems to be pretty unstoppable right now. 7.5 to go until half. 7-4. Crusaders lead. That's a high bouncer, and the Bears still fighting for possession. They get it in a crowd. A lot of contact there, but the Bears finally are able to control a draw. After losing 9 in a row, that helps. And Lehman, she took a shot. Now the Bears, Gaffney in front. Oh my goodness, that was just pretty. Nice little move right there. What a pass and what a finish. Shook off with a fender. Placed it in the bottom left corner. Kat Gaffney. Wow. As you get a replay right here, and just look at Gaffney. Quick turn, catch, and fire. It's a Cat attack out here. She's been so active on the offensive end. The Bears just got to find a way to get it to her. Already 2 goals and 2 assists. Kavanaugh, she had 2 assists in the first one of the season this time. She gets her first assist of the game. That's 3 on the year. And Alyssa Sack looking to add on to it. She won the draw last time. It led to a goal. Trying to do it again for the Bears. And it's slung backwards, but Eastman comes up with it this time. She weaves her way all the way through into the middle, looking for somebody, but now she'll pull it out. Back inside. DeAndrea takes a shot, but Sieben controls it way outside of the net. She tries to roll it over to Dunham. Gets a little contact and finally gains possession. Good job by the Bears right there. Fighting off a quick attack and now trying to get another goal. Cutting to this lead even more. Long pass ahead. Lafler. Blazing across, and then they find Kat Gaffney. She's been the star of the first half for the Bears. She works through. Dumps one in. That's another shot, but this time it's saved by Guppy. Good job. Taking that one off the foot, it looked like it. Sack coming through. Scoops up the ground ball. In the middle. Looking to make something happen. Trying to dance out of trouble. A couple Crusaders follow her, but keeps possession nice and calm. Gaffney now. 70 seconds on the possession clock. The Bears going to set this one up and look for something nice. Gaffney makes a move. Instead, he'll swing it across. Inside. Nothing there. And the Crusaders looking to clear it. Good defense right there by the Crusaders. Got out of trouble. A couple of good looks by the Bears. And now the Crusaders in open field. They're going to slow it down. For a second, I thought they were just going to stay on the gas pedal right there. Had some open looks, but instead they'll pull it back out. Work it around. Watch the Crusaders. It's Pearson now behind the goal. They've done some work from this position right here with a spin back. And that one's fought off. And now it's picked up, and Lafler is out of there. And now the Bears with a 3-on-2. Will they attack or will they pull it out? Kavanaugh with it. Looks like the Bears might look to set up right here. What a catch, and then what speed by Lafler to get out of there. And now the Bears looking for goal number 6 on the day. Keep an eye out for Kat. Tang with it in the middle. Gets inside, but it's forced out. Kavanaugh with it. 30 seconds. Fakes a pass. Takes a turn. And a fire. And what a shot. Wow. That was a rocket. What a goal. This isn't your average freshman. Caitlin Kavanaugh. As you can see on this replay, just makes a move, turns the corner, and fires a rocket upper 90. Falls down on it, but I think she'll accept that every time. Wow, that one had a lot of steam on it. Guppy just not able to react fast enough. Great placement. And it's 6-7. Bears gained a little bit of traction. And now Carly Camp in there for the draw. Junior out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Has that one. Bounce around. Francis Williams fighting for it. The Bears in a crowd of people now. It's on the ground, and coming up with it are the Crusaders. And the Crusaders now trying to stop this before the Bears can tie it up, but a whack from behind is deemed illegal. The Bears have made some big-time saves, so it's not like the Crusaders haven't had their chances. Looking for another defensive stop here. A lot of good defense. Gonna watch. The Crusaders are gonna try to turn that corner. Right in the middle. And a good goal. Catterback. Nice answer by the Crusaders right there as the Bears scored 2. And the Crusaders get possession, run their set, find an open Catterback right in the middle. And she finds a way to get it past. You see on the replay right there, just good job by the Crusaders. Faced a little bit of pressure, but we're able to kind of break through, find a space inside of the defense of the Bears. And now another very important draw, 2:13 until half. Williams gets this one. And the Bears looking to play, but that one's chopped from behind. Possession will stay here, though. It's Williams with it now. Sieben already has 6 saves on the day. 4 for Guppy. Kennedy with it up top. Shrugs off a defender. Fires one. I'm going to take a moment. Check on Roberts as it looks like she was on the receiving end of that blow. And now the Crusaders back on the attack. Trying to set up here. Looks like it's about 70 seconds on the game clock and 60 seconds on the possession clock, so they will have to let a shot go. That one is picked off by Dunham. She makes a long pass to Liz Black. This last one is now corralled. And the Bears looking to attack. Good job by the Crusaders in the midfield, just not allowing the Bears to transition to the offense. It's been the midfield so far. The Crusaders have dominated it. And they'll get the final say now. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Crusaders up 8-6. Trying to add to that. They'll swing it through. Pearson with it. She's forced out. Nowhere to go. That one's knocked down. But Pearson scoops it right back up. Makes a long pass. Tough shot right there. Black will get a yellow card with, well, now on the clock is 0.3 seconds. So this will have to be just a step and fire. Bears trying to escape. We're going to see if there's going to be any more time put on the clock, though. As they talk it out. Waiting on the refs. And now we're going to have a conversation between the refs, I think. Check to make sure the clock is right. Let's see exactly what can be done here. This matchup's gotten really physical on both ends. Two teams fighting hard. 0.3 seconds is what it is. Everybody set? Catch fire, but no goal. Too many steps there. And at half, LR down 6-8. Very interesting half. And we're going to take a short break here on the Bear Sports Network, and then we'll be back for a second half of action.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teens, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Welcome back here on the Bear Sports Network. Your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears trail at halftime by 2 to the Belmont Abbey Crusaders, 6-8. Very, action-packed first half right there. Bears got to start it off early, 45 seconds into the game. Kat Gaffney found Alyssa Sack. Then Frances Williams with the goal. Kat Gaffney again scoring. So that gave the Bears a 3-0 lead, and then Belmont Abbey finally woke up almost 9 minutes into the game before their first goal. High-powered offense, but Riley DeAndrea, she's been a big one so far, and she got the first one. Emma Fearson next, and Kylie Eastman. Then Mackenzie Catterbeck. Then Riley DeAndrea again. A 5-0 run gave the Crusaders a 5-3 lead. Bears answered with a goal from Caitlin Kavanaugh. Back and forth. DeAndrea and then Catterbeck again for the Crusaders made it 7-4. The Bears answered with a couple of goals. Gaffney getting her second one of the day and Kavanaugh getting her second of the day. And then Catterbeck did it again, and that leads us at our halftime score of 8-6. A lot of action. This matchup started to get physical close to the end of the half. I think that's the byproduct of facing two teams that are pretty evenly matched. Both want this matchup. A very, very pretty day. Fans out here between the bricks. It's gotten loud at times. There's been some highlight plays. And there's been some great defense by the goalies. Individual stats, they look good. Team stats, they're about even. 8-6 is your score. Belmont Abbey, 8 goals on 14 shots on goal. 6 saves by the Bears. Tiana Sieben, and for Michelle Guppy, she has 5 saves for Belmont Abbey. Bears with 11 shots on goal. Free position shots, that's been a big thing of success for the Crusaders. They have 5 of them. The Bears only have 1. Ground balls, 12-10 in favor of the Bears. And the biggest number, I think, of the day is draw controls. Belmont Abbey is winning that battle 11-4. The Bears won the first 2, and then the struggle just is what changed the game. They got it back finally when Alyssa Sack got in there and won a draw. She's in there right now to start the half, and you got to expect for the Bears, if they want to win this game, if they want to crawl back, they're going to have to cut down on turnovers. They had 8 of them in that half, and also they're going to have to win some draws. Kate Roberts is on the other side for the Crusaders now. Team switch ends. Bears will go in heading towards the gymnasium now, the closed side of the field. While the sun is starting to go down and we get more shades here. More shadow. It's still a very pretty day. It's not cold at all. Lovely day for lacrosse. And I think these ladies, they are so happy because last time out it was a little wet. Probably snow in the forecast, really cold today. None of that. Couldn't ask for a better day. And the second half is about to be underway here. Bears looking for control of it. It's still rolling around, but that one is scooped up by the Crusaders, and they're going to go right back on the attack now, up 2, looking to make it 3. They're going to swing it around, get it set. Catterbeck, she had it. Andrea, those are 2 names you got to watch if you're the Bears because they were a big part of that first half. But Frances Williams gets in there, and she controls the ground ball, and now looking to clear, looking to set up the Bears. They started out hot in that first half. They would love to do that again and just keep it going. Pass into the middle, Tang fires it, but that one is saved. What a save by Guppy, and then a long pass. It's trying to be controlled, done him with the pressure, and that one will be awarded to the Bears. Good job. Something that we saw the Crusaders do whenever they got a save or be in a position where they cause a turnover, they just get it right back from the Bears, and the Bears giving the Crusaders a taste of their own medicine. Campbell with it now. Been kind of quiet today. Won't be surprised if she starts trying to find a way to get involved. Alyssa Sack, she has a goal. Had the very first goal of the game, a pretty one. And now the Bears weaving around, get it up top. And got to believe this one's going to find Kat Gaffney. As it does, she makes a couple moves, gets a little pressure. Now with the pass into the middle, and that one is dunked home. What a pass and what a finish. Oh, but we're going to call that one in the crease, a crease violation. Tough call. Took a second. The refs thought about it for a second, but the Crusaders get their wish. And now possession will stay with the Crusaders here. Tough situation for the Bears. You thought you had a goal on a beautiful play, but you don't get it. Also, too, Kat Gaffney was credited with 1 assist in that first half, so she's still sitting at, or correction, it is 2 assists. So she's at 99, looking for that century mark, but now the Bears are looking for another stop. Down 2, 4 minutes into this second half. A good pass on the inside, and Sieben with the big save. And then a bouncer that goes over, and possession will be awarded to the Bears. What a job and goal right there. Sieben faced a point-blank shot, but shut it down, and now some pressure. Dunham trying to relieve pressure. She gets it to Sieben. Sieben looking ahead. Makes a long, tough pass as that one goes off of a stick, and now the Crusaders have scooped it up. Another big-time save, shutting the door. The Crusaders get inside. And now Williams makes a move, and she's in open space, and she's going to bring it across for the Bears. This Crusaders team is fast. They challenge everything, and they're getting a lot of clean looks, but Sieben is ready for it. A pass into the middle. Campbell can't control it. Gets a lot of contact. And that'll lead to the second free position shot of the day for the Bears. Pass back, Sack. She gets inside. Tang. Takes some contact. And now that puts the Bears in prime position right in front of the goal. Tang looking for her first goal of the season. Going in straight up the middle. A shot. That one looked like she was bumped a little bit, but the Bears keep possession. They're going to turn the corner here fast. Trying to make something happen. A lot of chances early on for the Bears. You gotta want to finish this one with a goal. Cut this to a 1-goal game. Kavanaugh with it. She turns. She fires. And that's saved. Then Guppy gets out and retrieves possession for the Crusaders. And a great job by the Crusaders right there. A lot of pressure, a lot of shots, and they held through. Now they're on the attack. A good chop from behind. Dunham with it, looking to relieve pressure to Kavanaugh. She's got some numbers, but she's going to let them catch up with her and set up as the Bears have looked good early on. Belmont Abbey, want to give a lot of credit to Guppy. She has 7 saves. Sieben, she has 8. We're seeing outstanding play on the defensive side by both teams. Bears trying to kick up the pressure here. Just working it around. Williams with it now in a good spot. Crusaders doing a very good job of being active. Shadows creeping all the way in now. 15 on the possession clock. Bears got to make something happen now. Tang to Williams. Williams slicing in. Spin move. Unable to find it. That one just lost, and the Crusaders end up with it. Kind of a wild play. Eastman with it now for the Crusaders. Looking to bring it across us. They've battled through a couple of tough offensive sets from the Bears. Eastman still has it. She's forced out and now resets. What a start to this second half for both defenses, as we're still 8-6 here. Both teams have had their chances. Nobody has scored yet. This next goal might be the biggest. That one picked off. Lafleur now with it. Takes a couple of bumps. Keeps possession for the Bears, though. And now, again, the defense coming through when the Bears need it. Bears relieving pressure. Get it into the middle. Morey now has it. A lot of new faces in as this one's moving at a good pace. And that one's picked off, trying to be scooped up. It's battled for. The possession will be given to the Cavaliers. Good job by Dayton to cut that one off. But a turnover there, and Gaffney, sure-handed, comes out of the pack with it. Eight to 6. A lot of chances, but no points. 8.5 minutes passed here in the second half. Bears still down 2, looking to cut this lead in half. Or deficit in half. A pass back in. And that one unable to get the shot off. A lot of contact right there. Slayman made a nice move to the front. Gaffney found her. Gaffney with it again behind. Like a quarterback just trying to run the offense. Find somebody to give it to. Makes a move. Good defense in front of her, though. And that's a scramble for it. They're going to call a push on Gaffney, and that'll be to the Crusaders. But we'll get a timeout by the Crusaders. Almost 10 minutes of nonstop action, but no goals. And we'll be back on the Bear Sports Network.
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teams, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
Back here on the Bear Sports Network, 8-6 is the score. Your Bears still trail. It's been a lot of defense so far in this second half as the teams are still looking for the first goal of the second half. You've seen both coaches very passionate. And if you're Coach Buck, you've used a lot of names out there today, but you have to be proud with how your defense has battled and how this one has changed. All the goals came in the first half. A lot of players being involved for the Bears. Kat Gaffney leading the way. Caitlin Kavanaugh, she's also had an impact. 2 goals for Gaffney, 2 assists for her. Kavanaugh, 2 goals and an assist for her. Sack also involved in the party. She has a goal. Frances Williams got a goal. And for the Bears, it's been a lot of chances, but just missed opportunities in this second half. They've controlled possession, but they haven't been able to really get it past Michelle Guppy for the Crusaders. She has 7 saves on the day, whereas Sieben, she has 8 saves on the day. So like I said, good goaltending on both ends. For the Crusaders, Riley DeAndrea and Mackenzie Catterbeck, they're leading the way, 3 goals apiece for them. So you got to find a way to stop those two. Number 18 and 32. If you're the Bears, they've done it this second half, and now you have to find a way to get some goals. Get Alyssa Sack in a position to score. Keep Gaffney on the attack, whatever it takes. If you're down 2. Pretty afternoon here between the Bricks. We're going to come out of a timeout with the Crusaders having possession behind the goal. Getting it across midfield has been a problem for both teams today, so this pressure has played its part. See what the Bears can get here. Crusaders will get an easy clear and transition right into their offense. Switch possession, or switch sides of the field. And now the Crusaders are set up. Catterbeck with it now. Extremely dangerous in front of the goal. Got to be on the lookout. Nice pass right in front, but the Bears force it out. Defense has been extremely tough in the first matchup. They only gave 2 goals up in the second half. Today they've given up none in the second half. Just continuing the fight are these Bears. Pass in front, and that one is dunked home by number 8, Lexi Wright. Her first goal of the day. Good movement by the Crusaders. Found the open space, and Wright had a point-blank opportunity. Sieben, she's made a couple of those saves, but this time that one gets behind her. She get a replay. She can just see good movement and watch Roberts slide in behind. Point-blank finishes. Ever so important draw. Bears had been getting dominated in that stat. 12-4. Need a big one right here. Campbell back in there. It's swatted up. And it's controlled by the Crusaders once again. Tang trying to come out of the pack with it. It's bounced around. And the Crusaders with it. Long arms of Catterbeck just reached up and snatched that one out of the air. And now it's 9-6. An offense that can get up and down pretty quickly. I expect them to slow it down now. 19 minutes and a little bit of change left to go here in the game. You want to make sure you get clean looks the rest of the way out. Eastman does a little pirouette, trying to find space, gets it inside, and that's who you want it to go to. DeAndrea with the goal. Nice little pirouette and set up by Eastman. DeAndrea, when she's been in front of the goal, it's been unstoppable by the Bears today.
Assisted by number 3, Kylie Eastman.
Just great offensive attacking. 13-4. It's the most drastic stat in the sheet today. As the Crusaders have just completely controlled the draw. The Bears desperately need one right here. Campbell. And she's able to finally get this one. Skies over Pearson. And now the Bears looking to set up, and they need a goal. Haven't scored yet in this second half. Down 4. But time is not on their side, and they're going to need to attack. Sack with it. She gives a little fake. Dances around inside the box. Going to swing it around. Kavanaugh trying to find a space. Takes a little shove. Williams with it. And that one is picked off. Schaefer. She had arguably the biggest play of the game that kind of woke up these Crusaders. Bears were up 3-0. Point blank shot on goal. She steps in front, takes it off the shoulder. And then next thing you know is a 5-0 run for the Crusaders. The senior defender very much having her impact. Gets the turnover there, but the Bears get it right back. And now in another position to attack. Tang with it. Going up the side. She'll wait, get some numbers behind her. Sack. Williams to Campbell. Bears looking for something, anything in this second half. Unable just to crack the code. Kavanaugh on the inside. And she takes a couple of shots. That'll set her up. Free position shot. She's unleashed a couple of rockets today. Got to be looking for her to try to score here. Gets in, and that one is put in the back of the net and slams the stick down with authority. Caitlin Kavanaugh. A little attitude on that one. 10-7, 17-18 left to go in this game. You get a replay. The Bears get their first goal of the half. Just dices in and punches it home. Can't say that one with enough authority. Bears needed that one desperately, but now they need to win the draw. They need to string something together before this one starts to get late. Campbell in there. She goes, and Campbell again reaches up and just snatches it down. But now it's knocked loose. In control by Catterbeck. So close by the Bears, but the Crusaders have done a great job in the midfield. Just winning the battles. Up 3 now. 16:55 to go. Crusaders looking to add to it, make it 4. Every goal here puts them closer and closer to their second win of the season. Defense has been big so far for the Bears. They're looking for another big-time stop here. Liz Black shuts that one down. Catterbeck with the pass behind. Eastman. She works, tries to slam, misses. And that'll lead to a reset. Each reset is important. That's just more time that gets to be taken off of the clock. Bears are going to have to be extremely efficient here. Long passes all around. Crusaders working around. Now this is where it gets dangerous. Leandria. Got to watch for her on the backside. Catterbeck with it. Makes a couple of moves. Eastman now. Trying to turn the corner. Does. Fires it high. And that'll stay here. 40 seconds on the possession clock. Move on the inside, trying to find some space, and a good job by the Bears. Dunham just not allowing any space. DeAndrea with it up top. Been the leader so far for the Crusaders. Turning the corner, trying to find something, can't get an angle. A pass up the middle. 2, 1. And that'll be a possession change for the Bears. Sieben with it. She's trying to find somebody. She'll go straight up the middle. Black with the catch. And now the Bears back in business on the offensive end. 14 and a half minutes to go in this game. They're going to have to be efficient here, get something going. Kavanaugh with it. The leader of this Bears team. Gotta believe she's going to have her say in this next goal. They work it around. Trying to find some space, but a good job by the Crusaders, forcing the Bears to be patient. Kavanaugh with it. Goes behind the goal. Just being glued to Alyssa Sack. Finally finds a cutter. Good pass, and that is a goal. Maury, another freshman by way of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Her first career goal. What a time to get it, and what a way to get it. That was a pretty one. As you can see on the replay here, look at Kavanaugh. Just buying time. Nice catch. Beautiful finish. Keep it high. Place it low. Just had a feeling this game is nowhere near over. 13:42 to go. Bears gaining a little traction in the draw circle. Caitlin Kavanaugh, 3 goals, 2 assists. I mean, I told you this isn't your normal freshman. If she finds Maury there, adds this now to a 2-goal game, and as they always are, the ever so important draw. Bears looking to win this one and just keep the attack going. Looks like that's back to Pearson. Pearson versus Campbell. Both teams locking in. That one straight up. Campbell with the long reach, trying to go get it. Now it's a race. It's a foot race. And it'll be scooped up. Good job, but a bad pass. And Alyssa Sack comes out of there with it now for the Bears. Right place, right time. The unforced turnover. Something that was a problem early on for the Crusaders. Comes back at him again at a bad time. High pass, but that one is controlled. And the Bears set up to attack. Tang with it. Nobody but space in front of her. She hits a pass, and it's knocked down. Good job. Spin, turn. Can't get it to go, but Kavanaugh. Wow, what a lot of action right there. Just both teams kind of loose with it. And the Crusaders end up with possession on a pass, but Kavanaugh knocks it down, but they're going to call a push on the pass, so the Crusaders will keep possession. Got to believe pressure is going to be extended here. Moving through the midfield. That one's knocked out, and Michelle Tang picks it up. She brings it across, and that'll be a push. The Bears trying to find some space. A long pass. Morey gains control, and now 70 seconds on the possession clock. The Bears are looking to make something happen. Turn the quarters, Campbell. She takes a shot. Gets up, shakes it off, and that's a free position shot for the Bears. A big chance to cut this deficit in half, get back to a one-goal game. 11:44 to go. Ely Campbell lines up. Goes in, attacks, and shoots high and scores. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game. 11:42 to go here. Ellie Campbell, her first goal of the game. You look at her just drive in and nice high finish, and you can tell these athletes, they're feeling to come back down 4. Now they've got it all the way down to 1. 11:40 to go. This one is a long way from over. Both teams are going to have to make some plays. Campbell versus Pearson for the draw. Teams try to figure out where it is. The ball is placed. Everybody's set. 10-9. It's straight up in the air. Campbell reaches for it. Fight on the ground. Catarabec comes out with it. And now the Crusaders looking to answer this 3-0 charge by the Bears. Working around Eastman, making a move. You got to watch 32 in red. It gets to her right in front. She's trying to find some space. Falls down, loses possession. Now it's a fight for it. Williams. She's on Pearson. Pearson picks it up. 40 seconds on the possession clock. You got to believe this is going to find its way to 32 in red or 18. They've been the best attackers so far. Eastman makes a pass. It gets there, falls down, and it's blocked. Controlled by Sieben. Sieben again. Right when you needed her. Shuts the door. Williams now with it. Makes a move. Going to be in the open space. Just right up the middle. Splitting the defense. And the Bears looking to tie it up here. Kat Gaffney with it. Just 9 minutes ago, they were down 4. Now they're looking for a chance to tie it up. Intense here. Sun's going down, but it's heating up. A lot of contact. The push gives possessions to the Bears. Kavanaugh with it. It's a dangerous spot for the Bears. Kavanaugh sets up. She scoops it. Looking to attack right here. Goes in. Dashes to the front, but has that one knocked out. Good job by the Crusaders, and now they look to relieve pressure. Timeout is called, and we'll take a moment to think about what's going to happen next. Belmont Abbey up 10-9 here on the Bear Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break and be back for the final 9:33.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We're back here on the Bear Sports Network, 9:33 to go. Your Bears are trailing 10-9, but they are putting up an incredible fight here in the second half, down 4 with 19:43 to go, and almost just a little over 10 minutes and 10 seconds later. It's a 1-goal game. Caitlin Kavanaugh leading the way. 3 goals, 2 assists for her. Kat Gaffney, 2 goals, 2 assists. Ellie Campbell, she had the last goal. Frances William also had a goal. Melissa Sack, just 1 goal in the day. Leading goal scorer on the season for the Bears. But now the Crusaders coming out of a timeout, looking to make something happen. Trying to get a big win. And that one's going to be forced out of bounds. Good job by Kavanaugh, not quitting on the play. And now the Bears back in position to attack. Gaffney with it, pushing forward. And if you're the Bears, you got to believe number 12 or 22 will be starting the play, but anybody could finish it. Campbell with it up top. Gaffney behind goal. Hasn't been a lot of action in front of the goal today for the Bears, as the Crusaders did a good job trying to force one in there, and it's unable to be caught. Schaefer trying to make a pass. It gets through contact. And Eastman gets it. Well, nice little swat right there by Lafleur. But the Crusaders will control it. Take a breath, and with 8:20 to go, looking for a big goal to give them some breathing room. I'm telling you, 18-32 in red. Keep your eyes on them at all times. DeAndrea and Catterbeck have been the stars today for the Crusaders. So they need some defense, good pressure. 32 makes a spin move, but it has it poked behind. And Campbell now with it. What a job by the Bears. Catterbeck has been, or DeAndrea has been a problem all day, and that time they were able to control her. Now Frances William again on the attack. Looking for something. Kavanaugh swings it behind Gaffney. A little bit of wind here. The contest is getting tight. Gaffney dances up top. Just nothing really working up the middle. Kavanaugh behind goal, trying to find something. Makes a move, trying to cut. Good shut off right there. Back in front, and what a one-timer. Michelle Tang ties it up. The find and the goal. It's 10-all, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We're going to get you a replay of that in just a second, as it happened so fast. You can just see, look at Kavanaugh. Turns the corner, backtracks, and then rocket. And even faster was the shot by Tang. Her first goal of the season is the biggest one of the season so far, as we're tied 10-10 here. Bears down 4 in the second half. Have come all the way back to tie it up, and it started in the draws. They were able to control it. And now the Bears are looking for Another big win here. Campbell going against Roberts. Williams coming to swoop it in, and she gets it. Momentum is firmly on the side of the Bears right now. Oh, my goodness. Francis Williams now works it behind. And it seemed like everything that was going right for the Crusaders, they just like the Bears in the first half, they just can't get back in possession. They've been on their heels defensively this whole half. Made some big-time plays, but the Bears looking to attack again, trying to take the lead. Campbell gets inside, takes a bump. It's bounced around. Sack with a good swap from behind, and a save by Kavanaugh. Inside to the middle. And a goal that gives the Bears the lead. Scramble drill. And just like that, Caitlin Lehman. I'm going to take a second to breathe on that one. There was a lot of action. You see on the replay after a scramble, a great save, a pass into the middle, and then an even better goal. Top left, point blank. Guppy has made some great saves, but in this half, the Bears have been able to finally crack the ice. It took a while. Almost 12 minutes of action in the second half before they finally were able to get on the board, but boy, what a run we have here. Roberts desperately looking for a win, trying to control the draw. It's up. Battle for Tang falls down, but it's going to be scooped up and controlled. You guess who? Catterbeck. Eastman now with it, going to dance around. And this game changed for the Bears after a couple big saves. You believe they're gonna have to make a couple more if they want to win this one. Eastman swings across, looking for somebody, tries to dump off a pass and is saved. Kicks it back out. Eastman now looking for anything. Gets some contact, and that'll shut up a free position shot. Crusaders have done such a good job from this position. Very dangerous is Eastman. They're going to go in, and a goal ties us back up. We've seen a lot of those be bouncers to get past. See, even this time it just went low. Another good, well-placed shot caught the inside of the post. And it's 11-11 here. You can see on the replay, get in position. Tough ask is even one-on-one like that. She's come through a couple of times, but that goal right there. Ends what was a 5-0 run of the Bears. Five minutes, 36 seconds of competitive action as we are tied. Players are set. The draw is up, trying to be controlled, and Pearson scoops it up. But she falls down. Williams now gets it. Good break for the Bears as Pearson just looked like she caught a little bit of the turf monster. So many names have been involved on the scoring sheet for the Bears today. Who are you going to key in on? But you know who's going to start it. It's going to start with either Kavanaugh or Gaffney. Just been orchestrating this offense from behind the net all day. Looking for the biggest goal of the season. Lehman, she had the last goal. She's up with it now, looking for somebody. Can't find anything. Hands it off. Great activity by the Crusaders. Just really forcing the Bears to backtrack and kind of start over. They get that one now. Maury. She's going to make a dash into the middle. Shoots. And And we're going to call that one a foul, an offensive foul. Gives possession to the Crusaders. Not too often you see that. But a great job defensively from the Crusaders. Didn't allow any spaces and forced a mistake from the Bears. And now, looking to attack. Trying to find something, a long pass into the middle. (32 and 18 in red. They both dash into the middle. Trying to get lost in space, but they are definitely going to be found somewhere in the course of this possession, as there's only a pass into the middle, gets to Catterbeck. And a little bit of question of what the call is, but now we get a free possession shot for Catterbeck. Extremely dangerous. And if you're the Bears, you need a big-time stop right here. Your goalie, Sieben, she goes and she blocks it. What a save. Catterbeck scoops it back up, though. What a save. Point blank. Catterbeck already has 3 goals. Looking for the 4th, and now again gets inside, and this time she finds it. Tough goal right there. Looked like Steven also got a piece of that one, but not enough to keep it all the way out. As you see on the replay, Eastman just working it around, back cut. Nice little goal. Found the crease. Still 3:12 left to go here. Robertson Campbell, 3:12. Very important draw right here. Shot up. Tang tries to get in there. And Roberts will control it. Gets it forward. Crusaders can feel it now. If you're the Bears, can you get one more defensive stop? Give your offense a chance. This has been an absolutely fantastic game. Up and down. Bears were down 4. They came back, take a 1-goal lead, and then the Crusaders answer with 2 quick goals. 2.5 to go. And the Crusaders looking for their 2nd win of the season. Bears looking for an answer. Nice little shovel off right there. DeAndrea shut down. Pass inside. Bounces around, looking for somebody. We're going to try to see what the call is. Leads to a free position shot for Jen Smith of the Crusaders. Again, Sieben in a big position. Smith goes low, and that's a goal. And the Crusaders can feel it now.
Crusaders force work on number 36 for Jen Smith.
As they take a 13-11 lead. Still 2:16 to go, but you can see on this replay. Good effort right there. Williams try to get involved on the play. Steven just gets beat 5-hole. And if you're the Bears, you were down 4 with 19 to go here. You're going to take a timeout if you're Coach Buck. Settle the troops a little bit. Down 2 with 2:16 to go. Still looking for a big-time comeback. It's going to have to start with the draw, and we'll be back with that on Bear Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We're back here on the Bear Sports Network. I'm Anthony Brown. 2:16 to go between the bricks as the Bears are down 2. After the Crusaders get a couple of big goals, Jen Smith with the last one forced the deficit up to 2, but now you can see in the huddle Coach Buck locked in, trying to get the troops rallied. Need a big draw win, and if not, you're going to see pressure and pressure and more pressure as Bears don't have a lot of time to play with, and they need 2 goals. Standout performers for the Bears, Caitlin Kavanaugh. 3 goals, 3 assists, just been running the show. Free position shots have killed the Bears, though, as the Crusaders have taken advantage of them. And now Ellie Campbell gonna go against Kate Roberts. If you're the Bears, you need Campbell to do what she needs to do, whatever it takes. Since this is the biggest draw of the game. 2:16 to go, 90 seconds on the possession clock. If the Crusaders win this, they could waste a lot of time. It's up. Tang gathers it. She comes out of the pack, catches that one clean. And now the Bears, after a chop from behind from Pearson, Bears still looking to control it. Tang getting called for laying on it. And now the Crusaders with 1:50 to go in the game. They're going to look to try to wind down some of this time. Bears desperately need a turnover, looking for something. The Crusaders were down 1, have since scored 3 in a row. Let's take a 2-goal lead. 90 seconds left in this game. 60 seconds on the possession clock. Bears, they got to press out. They're trying to pass the word along. Crusaders are fine with just working some of the time off of the clock. There's going to be a lot of space now. Under only a minute left to go here. A spin inside. A shot. Nothing. Lafler with it. 49 seconds to go. The Bears need 2 goals. They got to work quickly. Good pressure. The Crusaders pressing up. 37. The Bears need 2. And they can't get across midfield right now. This is a lot of good pressure by the Crusaders. A long pass. Black with it now. She's going to look to press up. Moves it up. Kavanaugh goes down and get it. 20 seconds to go. Bears need something quickly. Passing to the middle. Can't control it. The Crusaders have it. 7 seconds to go, and they're going to look to just run this out. 3, 2, 1. And that'll end this one. Crusaders get a big-time win. You can just see the excitement. This was a hard-fought battle. Final score, Belmont Abbey Crusaders 13, Lenoir-Rhyne Bears 11. What a valiant effort by the Bears, down at one point in time by 4 goals with 19 minutes to go. Go on a 5-0 run to take the lead at 11-10, and then the Crusaders finished it on a 3-0 run and win by a final score of 13-11. Big plays all around for the Bears. Another standout performance from freshman Caitlin Cavanaugh. Kat Gaffney, we also had an appearance, 2 goals, 2 assists for her as well. She's at 99 career assists, going to be looking to get her 100th in the next outing. And then for the Bears, just unable really to find a way to get Alyssa Sack involved. Only 1 goal today. You got to credit the Crusaders, kept her off the board. And then Kylie Eastman for the Crusaders. She had 2 goals and 4 assists, moving it around all over the place. Mackenzie Catterbeck had 4 goals. And Riley DeAndrea, she had 4 goals. They were the leaders for the Crusaders team. Big-time performances in goal on both sides. For the Crusaders, you had Guppy with 7 saves. And Steven, she finished with 10 saves. Absolutely fantastic game all around. Bears did everything they could, but when it mattered, it ended up being the Crusaders who made the biggest plays. For the Bears, that'll drop them to 1-1 on the season. Next time we see them, they will be opening up South Atlantic Conference play on the road March 3rd against Coker. They'll be at home Saturday, March 6th against Limestone. So it'll be a little bit of time before we see these Bears again at home. It was nice seeing them today on a pretty day with fans in the stands. But they fall, sadly, and fall to 1-1 on the season. Belmont Abbey moves to 2-1 on the season with a 13-11 victory over the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. I'm Anthony Brown, and on behalf of everybody at the Bears Sports Network, we thank you for tuning in and hope you have a great evening.